Well, hey everybody, today is Friday the 17th, the May month. The year is 2024. Can you believe it? This year is just flying by. It's going to be 4th of July before we know it. And then it'll be back around to September. All kinds of crazy stuff happens in September. And then in November, everything just blows up and turns bloody. Bloody November. And then baby Jesus comes back. And I love baby Jesus time. Now this says, keep your words sweet. You may have to eat them. That's a good one. Yeah, I like that one. Keep your, yeah. I can tell you this, your words have the power of life and death. You can speak it to others, or you can speak it to yourself. And when you change the way you think, you change the way you speak. When you raise yourself up in consciousness, you start loving everything and everyone, because you make a spiritual knowing that you are the one. You are divinely special. And in your being has the very essence of Yeshua ben Joseph, the Christ consciousness, living in each and every atom. You have the will and the right to speak life to yourself. Once you do that and you see that you're healing your body, then you start extending it to the world and to your local city, your local county. You send it out as a vibration of healing, love, and energy. So I can speak life with the resurrected power of the I Am. I speak to all of the state of Missouri, all of the town of Ozark, Missouri, and all of Christian County. I speak healing, loving, recovery energy to each and every one and everybody. I speak that their minds are full of love more than it is full of venom words. Venom words come back to bite you in the butt. You know, you better be sweet with your words. Even if you don't really want to be, it's better to be. It pays off. It has a meaning. You can do more damage by gossiping and talking about people than you would ever imagine. It's not a healthy thing at all. So don't gossip. Don't be around anybody gossiping. If anybody starts gossiping, get up and walk off. It'll heal your body when you do that. It'll heal your mind. Y'all do know that there's only really one of us, and that is the representation of Yeshua ben Joseph, becoming a Christ-conscious being and being elevated to the height of inner knowing. He knew that he was an eternal light body being inhabiting a physical form. Now that's for each one of us to discover in our own way, in our own time. It's very possible that you've been thinking about these thoughts, because with the way the sun has sent us a whole bunch of energy, and that blast coming from the central sun of the Milky Way galaxy, which we've already entered into, which we've been entering into it for quite a while, all the way back from 2008, the photon belt. If you don't know what that is, look it up. It's real, and there's actually more photons coming from that center sun of the Milky Way galaxy than our sun. That's the reason the sun is not yellow no more. It used to be yellow. I was a sun gazer back in 2006, 7, 8, 9, and it started turning white. And it got to be where it come up off of the horizon, it would be so bright you couldn't even sun gaze and look at the ball. But those days are over for a lot of people, but that knowledge and wisdom of that can come back. So this church sign it's got it made. Make sure your words are sweet. You may have to eat them one day. That's funny. I love that one. That is so good. Thank y'all, Centerpoint Church of Christ, for putting that up there. I appreciate it. Y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you for liking my channel. I really appreciate it. Y'all have a great one. Bye-bye.
When young people go to public schools, they will not learn to grow rich. They learn how to be poor. I'll give you an example. You live in capitalism, but they don't teach you how to become financially independent, how to invest, how to produce. They don't teach you to be producers. They teach you to be consumers. They don't teach you what money is, who creates money, who creates inflation, the reserve banks. They don't teach you how politics really works or how lobbying works. You won't learn it in school. Finally, they don't teach you how to organize yourself and others. They want sheep, not wolves. They want followers, not leaders.